I love Groovey.TV. My one complaint with it is that it is not The View.
I'm Joe Oliver.
And I'm Elijah Taylor.
And we are Laser Party. We're here at Mile High Comics.
And you're watching Groovey.TV. What?
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with Joe and Elijah from Laser Party here at Mile High Comics, Denver, Colorado. How's it going, gentlemen?
Not too bad.
Doing great, man.
Doing good. Now, what is Laser Party?
A fantastic art collective doing movie posters and giant art prints.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
So, are these like actual movies, or are you making the movies up and making posters for them?
The general thesis so far has kind of been posters for movies that are too ridiculous to exist. So it's sort of fictitious posters. We give like synopsis for each of the movies, kind of give like this fake background on all of them. But you know, some of our designs, we've got like Pinball Dracula, which is kind of like a Teen Wolf knockoff. And on the poster, we've actually got a little tagline that's like 8 hours on 4 VHS cassettes. So just real like wacky kind of, you know, cult stuff like that. But yeah,
I want to make the movie Pinball Dracula. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
And that's where a lot of the ideas have come from so far, has been, you know, talking about these pitches for movies that we're like, God, I wish I could see that movie. And then we do the poster and we're like, all right, that's part of it. You know, we've got step one.
A lot of late nights at diners.
So awesome. Well, when there's a casting call and you need a fat guy, please call me. I'm so down to be in Pinball Dracula.
You can be the cheerleader's dad, who's also the small town sheriff. So keeping you in mind for that.
Oh, like curl this up and, you know, make it look more official. Yeah. The sheriff beard somehow.
My daughter's not dating a Dracula.
Especially one that plays pinball.
Right. Heck yeah.
What are some of the other posters you got going on?
Joe, do you want to talk about some of the designs you've done?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, what have I done? What have I done?
That's the toughest question in the history of the world.
One that I'll plug, it's called Frightfix Magazine, and we originally came up with the idea to do a horror host TV show, and the more and more we were talking about it and the different parts of the show that we were working out, we realized it would be a really great magazine. Kind of in the vein of Fangoria, or even like the old school comics like Tales from the Crypt, creepy, eerie. But we're actually going to use it as our production catalog.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So right now we've got like, you know, a fictitious cover for an issue of this magazine that he did as like a full-size poster, and it's got some of the, you know, wacky horror hosts. There's what are the hosts? There's
the spider.
The spider who is a businessman with just a full spider for a head. There's what is it? Puddles, who's a guy just drinking a jar of acid, so his face is melting. So that's why he's spooky.
It's kind of creepy.
We're thinking of doing fun things also, like the guy that's drinking acid, Puddles. He'll probably have recipes for different drinks, like cocktails.
Puddles bartending guide.
But yeah, so right now, you know, we just have the poster kind of as, you know, fictitious cover, and it's styled to look like an old EC horror magazine, but yeah, really tongue-in-cheek. The like cover story is called Monster Jackpot, and it's some kids playing like a haunted carnival game. But yeah, really cool design that Joe did.
It's so awesome, man.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun doing everything from like the storytelling to art design. So
right on. And where can people get a hold of some of the Laser Party action going on?
We have a website as well as a Facebook page, www.laser-party.com. But yeah, we have and then Facebook, just facebook.com/laserparty, all one word. But yeah, so we sell the prints through the website. They're all like hand numbered, limited. Joe's done a few. We have how many artists do we have right now?
Six or seven, I believe.
Maybe. So yeah, there's quite a few designs up. Matt Tarian, who's an amazing artist, he did Pinball Dracula. He's done another one for us called The Incinerator. That's sort of like a fictitious slasher flick about a guy that like murders young women with a flamethrower. And what's the tagline for it? It's third degree burns, first degree terror. But yeah, that one's really cool.
Yeah.
We've got,
Sounds like an actual film from the 80s, actually. Yeah.
He did such a legit job on it. It looks amazing.
Actually, you said it sounds like a legit film, and so one of my favorite things that has happened so far, we were set up. We had like kind of a small, like almost gallery opening. Blah blah blah. I said that, I was like, actually, we might get in trouble for that. But
We'll do the first cut in the history of Groovey.TV for Elijah. It's a good thing you weren't in World War II, like on a naval carrier or something.
Well, we were at a sort of gallery opening. We had all our posters displayed, and a guy walked up, and he's like asking about some of the posters, and just for kicks, just to see if I could, I was like, yeah, so we've got like an original poster for the 1982 film The Incinerator, that classic slasher flick, and the guy's like, yeah, I remember The Incinerator, yeah, classic, man, old school, and I just to see if he would like play along, and he totally was like, yeah, I remember that flick. It's really good. It's a classic poster.
And for horror fans, like, it looks like something that you would have seen. Like, yeah, of course that exists, and of course I've seen it. Like, yeah.
And,
you would get me because I've seen too many movies in my life. Right. I'd be like, oh yeah, sure.
You're like, yeah, I've seen that. I'm pretty sure it looks familiar. Yeah. No, so we've got quite a few original designs. Our artist right now, Joe Oliver, Matt Tarian, who's based out of Toronto. He also did he's done some poster work in the comic for Astron 6's Manborg, which is cool, and he's got a comic coming up called Gates of Misery, which looks awesome. We've got Kelly Brown and Joe McGrory, who are both based out of California. Joe McGrory did backgrounds for the series Bravest Warriors, and he's done a few posters with us. Jeff Morris, who's another local artist that has like kind of a classical like painted look on all of his stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, different artists just doing different stuff. A lot of it's been horror themed, which was not intentional, but it was just kind of like the artists we ended up talking to all wanted to do horror stuff. So we're like, all right, like we're into it. Let's lean into it. But yeah,
I'm a huge horror freak, so it's endless for me. It's like endless consumption of
And that's another thing that led to us like making laser.
I don't actually eat food. This is all horror.
Just some for later, man. It's good.
Well, here's some classic Vincent Price over here. Wait, here's the thing.
That's dangerous. You don't want the thing in there. That's dangerous, man.
Get that out.
But in
thing lacks.
But yeah, we've got a lot of cool thing lacks. Yeah, got a lot of stuff planned coming up. We're in talks with supernatural slasher flick that just premiered recently, and because we've just started talking, I don't know if I should say the name yet. But
probably not with your history in this interview.
Right, but we're working on maybe doing like a variant poster for them, which would be like our first official license, which would be really cool. Yeah, we're doing poster work for a documentary being shot here in Denver about Denver's drag community called The Heels Have Eyes is the name of it. It's directed by Keith Garcia, who's an awesome dude. But yeah, we're doing the poster for that. So we've got some official stuff coming up, which is very exciting. And then yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep putting out the kind of ridiculous, fictitious posters, and as Joe said, working on the product catalog, the Frightfix Magazine.
One thing we made sure to do is make affordable, large size posters, 24 by 36, which like all G clay printed. They're huge, and like we sell them for 40, which is like unheard of for a giant movie poster. But
yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, especially like limited quantities. They're all hand numbered, so trying to give that collectible feel to it, and and I mean actually hopefully becoming collectible one day because they are so limited. But yeah, as Joe said, I mean doing them in like full theatrical movie poster size and then selling them for $40 each. Can't
wait to get mine, especially Pinball Dracula and the Incinerator.
Yeah, no, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Okay, so you actually did the passes for Denver Comic Con last year, right?
Yeah, I did the Batman badges. It was the 75th anniversary.
Oh, cool.
And so they wanted all Batman artwork, and I got to do those last year.
Right on. So how was the con in general for you last year?
It was busy. It was nonstop. Once people found out that I had actually drawn them, like it was just a constant rush of people, which was nice. It was really nice.
Right on. And you have a table this year?
I do. I'll be at A22.
A22.
Yes.
What will you all have at A22?
Hopefully a new sketchbook. Definitely some Laser Party stuff.
Laser Party!
Comics came out with last year, and a lot of original artwork.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll be doing commissions.
Awesome. Right on. How much do the commissions generally cost?
Usually $20.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Right on.
Full size.
And will you be in attendance, sir?
I'm going to try. We're going to see if I can get a spot at his table. Last year I ended up working the con. I was working with Neil Adams, which, was cool for the experience, but I didn't actually get to see anything at the convention, so I'm hoping this year I can just attend and look at stuff, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll be there the whole time and make sure we talk about Laser Party!
Laser Party!
It's great with Joe and Elijah from Laser Party and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Mile High Comics. Bye!
What are we still talking? We love you, Groovey.TV audience. You're the best.
No, wait.